Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. It's September the 14th. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Morelia, Mexico. Glad to see you could make it. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make presentations about the joys of living in Mexico, and we've got a ton of information and love and joy to share with each and every one this morning. Thank you for joining us. It's been a busy week around the world, in Morelia, in Patzcuaro. We actually went to Patzcuaro a couple of days ago. I've got many video clips of that, and I have to say, I could live there. It's one of the best places I've been in Mexico. Clean, enchanting, active. Oh, I got some clips to share with you. And I actually went to dinner with 43 expats on Tuesday night, and it was surprisingly very fun. And so I've got a few clips to share with you on that. We've got a couple of videos going up this week. I think this week, Bill the Geek is back on the road again, and I think the channel is going to start revolutionizing. But let's say hello to Tooth Fairy in the house. I think I know who that really is. Char Williams says good morning to everyone. Mary Jane, hola y'all. Is that how you spell y'all? Okay. Dominique is in the house. I think she might be in Guadalajara. Who knows where that girl is? Guadalajara, maybe. And you should be coming down here or you should be visiting over here to Morelia pretty soon. Eric, happy Saturday, and everyone, let's have fun together on your channel with great questions. Senior Mexico, we haven't seen you in a while. Getting ready for a trip to Morelia next month. That's funny. And Rudy Clemens, ready to come home, be back in Mexico Monday. Can't wait. I tell you what, man, once you become it's just like they say about black men. Once you go black, you never go back. And it's the same with Mexico. And Rudy, man, he came down here. He didn't want to come. He didn't want to come to Mexico, but his wife, Sheila, forced him to watch my videos, and now he loves it. When he goes away, he just has to come back to Mexico. Mexico is a magical place. It's fabulous. And look who's here, none other than the one, the only, the infamous William Mustache Stone Man. He's traveled throughout Mexico. He even speaks Spanish. He's the main man of Mexico. And Axel Foley just dropping by to say hi, catching on early morning movie at the cinema. Good for you. Have a great show. See you next week. Thank you, Axel Foley. And you dropped some messages this week. Always great to hear from we. Stefan Nathan in the house. Good morning, Stefan. And Nancy on our way to the Y. Is that the YMCA? What are you talking about there? She thinks, so she speaks in the house, watching from the airport in Miami en route to Merida to celebrate my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, she thinks, so she speaks. Happy birthday to you. Ha ha. And I got to add to that, my dad, he would always throw this ending part to the song. He would say, they say she thinks, so she speaks, ain't got no style, got style all the while, got style all the while. They say she thinks so she speaks, ain't got no style. Got style all the while, all the while. There you go. Happy birthday. Enjoy your airport stay. And I know that Merida is just waiting for you to show up so you can share your lovely smile and your big heart with all the people in Merida. Though you're going to be sweating like a dog once you get there, you know it. Okay, Dominique, yes. Yes. Dominique is in Guadalajara. Sure enough, she's in Guadalajara traveling to Morelia at the end of the month. Thanks for sharing Alvaro's info. He helped me get my 4-year temporary visa this past week. Alvaro is the man. Alvaro has helped me get 2 or 3 visas. And if you go to billthegeek.org, go to billthegeek.org, go to FAQs, scroll down, and you'll find my immigration attorney. His name is Alvaro, and he has helped hundreds of our brothers and sister subscribers get their 1-year, 2-year, 3-year, 4-year permanent visas. Yes, he is the man. Yeah, he is good at what he does. We've got Jamie in the house. Buenos dias, everyone. And Jamie is planning his trip to San Miguel Allende. I think he just booked an Airbnb or an apartment a couple of days ago. He'll be in San Miguel Allende, landing there, trying to figure out where he is going to set up his new life, moving down from Canada to Mexico. And now in the house, we have Brian, Pretty Boy Maiden in the house. Ola to you. DJ Buzzard, Ola to you. Yes, the buck stops here. The buck stops here. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. Annually celebrated September 15th to October 15th in the USA for recognizing the contributions and influence of Hispanic Americans to the history, culture, and achievements. Thank you for that tip. Yes, this week, in fact, Monday is September 16th, and that is the Day of Independence. A huge party, a huge festival, a big day in Mexico coming up on Monday. And yes, Nancy is headed to the YMCA, just to clarify things. And Colleen, yeah, everybody's chipping in. Thanks you all for your birthday wishes. I wish I could send you a gift. You're right, Bill. It's me. This is my Mexican phone. I lost my American phone. I am that other name on my American phone. And yes, I've lost 2 phones down here. Now I have a system. I have a new system because I've lost stuff. And now my system has pretty much been pretty good with me for about 3 years. I have a system for moving stuff around. And who is this? G. Fontaine. Hola, all, wishing you a sweet day. And if you are new here, this is not my show. It's your show. This presentation is question and comment oriented. We talk about Mexico, where you might want to visit, where you might want to live, immigration, the peso, value of the peso. What is it like to live here? What does it do to your mind? What is the weather like? So if you're new here, introduce yourself, leave a comment, ask a question. If you've been here before and you have a favorite spot, let us know where that is. It's your show. I'm just the middleman. And looky here, we got Lioness Lifestyle in the house. Alvaro and his assistant Pablo are amazing. He just helped me and my husband a few weeks ago get our residency. Love them. Alvaro. He's bilingual. His office is in Guadalajara. Once a week, he goes to Ajijic to take care of clients at the Lake Chapala Society. And I know that he has helped people that are not in, or he has helped Americans and Canadians that are not in Guadalajara. They don't live in Ajijic. And there are ways that he can get things done long distance. And the secret tooth fairy has another name. And you will see if anybody can guess who she is when she has her Mexico telephone. Ryan, hola, had a great week. Hola, Bill, glad to hear it. And look who's here, but Temple Moore. Buenos dias todos. Woo, tooth fairy. Feliz cumpleaños. Oh, that's funny. Feliz cumpleaños means happy birthday. So let's get with the list. I got a big list here. Fortunately, we have excellent electricity today. We have excellent internet connectivity. Both computers are up and roaring. Our camera is working on our Canon M50, which is the camera I'm looking into right now. And then for the other camera, I'm using my iMac Facebook camera. And I think about this a lot. I spent $800 on that Canon M50 when I was starting to do videos. But I tell you what, it's so complicated. You could almost get a PhD. You could probably go to school for 8 years figuring out all the buttons on that camera. Okay, you might hear a voice in the background. It's a very annoying man. He has a little truck. He's selling tamales. So he goes around a neighborhood. You might hear him in a second. Yeah, he's saying tamales, tamales. Tamales, 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 tamales. Yeah, he's selling tamales, whatever. So he just went by. Okay. So after spending all that money on my Canon M50, one day by accident, I started using my iPhone to shoot video. And surprisingly, the iPhone was much easier to use. And the video was fabulous. And I have an iPhone 8. That's like 7 version back. For those of you that have iPhone like 13, 14, 15, I'm just saying, I don't see any reason to buy one of these high-scaled cameras when you already have an excellent phone. Don't spend the money. I don't think it's worth it unless you're going to work for the NFL or ESPN shooting like real professional video, whatever. But let me continue. See what's going on over here in comments. Don Cole, greetings from Florida. Hope to see you in December. Cool beans, come on down. I go out with a lot of subscribers. They want to take me out to lunch or dinner. I only do breakfast. I'll do breakfast, maybe a cup of coffee, some scrambled eggs, and some bacon, some hash browns. Maybe I can even get some toast. Ha ha. I got you on surround sound in my studio, Bill. I can hear that guy on the ham radio screaming, tamales, tamales. Yeah, they have another truck that goes around, and they speak in Spanish, but they're saying refrigerators, microwaves, old mattresses, air conditioners. And what they want is people that have old washing machines, old dryers, old stuff like that the garbage people won't take. They'll take it for free. I don't know what they do with it, but they come by, they got the loudspeakers too. I think that's illegal in the United States. And look who's here this week, Kansas City, Steve. Steve was not here last week, but I do want to say that when he was here 2 weeks ago, I was talking about the Mexico relocation guide, Mariana's Mexico location guide. It's a fabulous guide. I think I'm going to put up a video about that tomorrow. It'll save you hundreds of dollars in searching for a place to stay in Mexico, finding immigration attorneys, finding health care. It costs $500, but it's a lifetime subscription. And I was talking about that 2 weeks ago, and Steve says, well, where's the link? I can't get to the link in the description. The link is in the description of every video I've ever put up for the last 3 years. But Steve, to make it easy for you, I put the link to the Mexico relocation guide at the top of my website, billthegeek.org. And it's a fabulous service. It's a lifetime service. They have guides all over Mexico. Mariana has really set up a huge national organization of immigration attorneys, facilitators, guides. And so I'm also, I think I'm putting up a video tomorrow. That's a new way to look at moving to Mexico, how to find a place, how to choose a place, stuff like that. I think I'm gonna put up that video tomorrow. Also, I'm going to put up a video on Patzcuaro, which is, I've got many clips from Patzcuaro coming up shortly. And there's a city called Patzcuaro, and then there's a lake called Lake Patzcuaro. And I showed you pictures of that island, starts with a J. I can't remember. Also, before I forget, I want to thank Marco, who gave me tips of all these fabulous places to visit around Morelia. And I'll be visiting all of those. I think I'll be on the road one day every week so that I always have firsthand footage of these fabulous cities and pueblos that no other YouTuber ever talks about. Only here at the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, where we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. And Ray Garcia is in the house from Texas, just returned from San Miguel Allende, Guanajuato, and Guadalajara. Good thing I know all the acronyms, right? And Guanajuato, if you haven't heard of Guanajuato, you got to go to Guanajuato. And I'd say a stay in Guanajuato is surely worth a 3-night stay for sure. They have all kinds of food all over the place. The place is enchanting. I would have lived there instead of Morelia, except Guanajuato was just a little bit more expensive than Morelia. Okay, here we go. I know your iPhone can get up to 4K 60. Yes, sir. Yes, it can. Excellent quality. I love my iPhone. Here we go. Trying to buy some Chiapas coffee. Have you tried it? No, I haven't. Liston Henry, good morning. I saw your video on meeting the Expat group in Morelia, which you are a part of. I would have been there to meet you if I wasn't in the U.S. at the time. And we got some anything on Jocotepec. Yes, I have a full video on Jocotepec. I've been through there many times. Yeah, so just go through my videos. I think I did that video maybe 2 years ago, but it says Jocotepec. Or just do a search for Bill the Geek, Jocotepec. Yeah, it's a nice, quaint town. Yeah, whatever. Don Cole, the Mexico relocation guide, is super helpful. I used a facilitator and a guide for my residency. There you go. If you want to sign up, get your lifetime membership. It's a great thing if you're moving to Mexico. Or if you're visiting Mexico and you want a guide, and the thing is, all of the people that work with Mariana, they're all verified. So if you send them money, Mariana has verified them. If you hire a facilitator or an immigration attorney, Mariana has authenticated these people, so you won't lose any money. So let's get down to some video clips that I have to share with you. Okay. Okay. These video clips are from a video that I put up this week. It was a meeting with this guy named Wayne, and they get together every Thursday at this place. Every Thursday at 10:30, they get together at La Garacita. And there are 5 La Garacitas in Morelia, so you want to make sure you find the one near El Centro. It's called Tostadores de Café y Coco. And I think after the video, I might put the address. If you watch the video, it's the last video I put out. The address for that place is in the description. And it's a wonderful place. They have an expat group that gets together there every Thursday at 10:30. Wonderful people. So they were getting together Tuesday night, and that was at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. They had 43 people from all over the United States. Some were expats that presently live in different parts of Mexico. So I got there at 5:30, and I shot some videos. You have to get the address of this restaurant. It's in the description of that video. It's the last video that I put out. But look at this boulevard. You have traffic on the right-hand side. Then you have the boulevard in the middle. And I don't think that most Americans would imagine beautiful places like this in Mexico with modern cars, exercise equipment in the middle of the boulevard, park benches, people sitting at the picnic tables. And look, I think in all the videos I'm going to show you today, usually you will not see one speck of dirt. No dirt, no paper, no empty Coca-Cola bottles laying around anywhere. You got just they just look like, isn't it weird? It just, look at all the cars that look all brand new and shiny. Look at these cars. All of them are new and shiny. And okay, so now it's about 5:40 in the afternoon. Just regular people walk, and look, all ages. You got babies, middle-aged people. Look at how nice and green and beautiful. That's here in Morelia. You want to watch that video in full, go to the description and get the address of this restaurant and visit that neighborhood. The neighborhood is fabulous. Here in Morelia, people ride. And look, that guy, he had to be maybe 21. Oh, and then you got a tiger, lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my. Oh, wow. Life in Mexico is fabulous. It's safe. It's refreshing. It's clean. Okay, so let's move ahead. We're going to move ahead. We're going to move ahead here just a little bit. So here is the name of the restaurant right here. It's called Cielo Cocina Fusion. You can look it up on the internet. They have an address. There it is right there. There's their phone number. There's the name of the place. And I'd never been here before. And I walk up the steps. This is here in Morelia. We're going to have a big dinner with a bunch of people, expats, almost all Americans that I've never met before. And there's Wayne and Rosie. Wayne and Rosie. And this thing was so well organized. I walked in and I was immediately family. Immediately family. We're all family. Everybody's smiling and introducing themselves. And they had name tags all ready for everybody. We're going to have dinner. Everybody had their own individual bill, which was very wonderful. That's Rosie. There's Rosie. I just put up a video. She's on the front of the video. There's Wayne right there. And and it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. They're making up a lot of food. And I love restaurants where you can see in the kitchen. You can see if the kitchen is clean. You can see, are there people spitting in your food? You know, I don't want to go in a place where I can't see the kitchen. They may not like me. They be in the kitchen spitting in my food. I worry about that. You know, like the guy driving down the street in his truck selling tamales. I ain't buying no tamales from him until I can visit his house and see his kitchen. His truck is old and dirty, and he got on old dirty clothes. And I bet his kitchen looks just like his clothing and his truck. Hear what I'm saying? So I like to be able to look in the kitchen and see what it is like. And all kinds of people showed up for this event. Here you go. All kinds of people showed up for this event. All kinds of alcohol was going down. The owners of this place, they're from Morelia. They moved to Chicago. Then they moved back to Morelia and opened this place. It was a wonderful group. Just wonderful people, friendly people. Let me show you one more clip of the fabulous new friends, the 43 new friends that I made this night. There you go. There's Scott with the bald head. He's from Pittsburgh. And look at the chick with the mustache. Maybe you didn't see her mustache. They had everybody had to put on a fake mustache, you know, so we could all share the joys of living in Mexico, because we know everybody in Mexico wears a mustache. Let's get back to comments and see what be happening. What be happening? Oh, yeah, okay. Angela Morris. Hola, Angela. Hola, amigo. I'm late once again, but made it. I hope everyone is doing fine today. Glad to be here. Angela, we're glad that you are here. Patzcuaro has been recommended by several Mexicans and expats. Sounds really nice. I took 64 video clips in Patzcuaro, and I'm going to share with you about 20 of those clips today. And it was Patzcuaro. Okay, Patzcuaro. Okay, let's get out of there. Go to over here. Click this button, and let's look at the map here. In the lower left hand, well, at the upper right hand side of the screen, you can see Morelia. There's Morelia up there, and you can see the red line going down through the middle. That takes you to Patzcuaro. Okay, and I shared videos with you a couple of weeks ago about Zinzunzan. So this was a good trip. I just took the bus right down there to Patzcuaro, and it's a beautiful, enchanting city. I think the population is about 80 or 90,000 people. I could definitely live there. And you'll see why when I show you these video clips. Anything on tap in Morelia to celebrate the 16th Sept, the big national holiday in Mexico. Let me say this. I stay away from big crowds because all the action is going to start happening. There'll be parades. I just stay away from big crowds. 4th of July fireworks. I mean, I'm not going. If I'm in the United States, am I going to go see 4th of July fireworks? No. It's just a lot of people. Once you've seen fireworks one time, I don't need to see them again. And hey, that's just me. We have a security guard. I do not live in a gated community, but they have a guy named Alex who has all of his paperwork. He lived in Los Angeles for 28 years. He's from Morelia. He's a Mexican. He works here 7 days a week. They pay him about 4,000 pesos a month. That's like $200. Maybe that's a week. He must make he makes $200 a week to be the security guard. That's 8 hours a day. But I talked to him yesterday. I said, hey, are you working on Independence Day? He speaks fluent English. Are you working? I said, are you going to go out to the parades? He says, no. He said 5 years ago, somebody threw a grenade in the crowd. A bunch of people got killed. People are going around shooting their guns, though guns are illegal. The only people that have guns in Mexico are people that have them illegally. He says, I'm just going to stay at home. He's a Mexican. He's from here. He lives here. So will I be doing anything? Even Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead is coming up. It's a huge holiday. If you're in Mexico for Day of the Dead, it's a fabulous thing to experience. But I did it one time. I'm not doing it again. Okay, there you go, Matt. Good morning, everyone. Glad to be here this beautiful morning, Matt. It is always fabulous to see you here. Now, my question is, what happened to Oregon? They were ranked number 3, then they dropped to number 7, and they hadn't played a game yet, or they hadn't lost a game. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, here we go. Planning a video on Valle Bravo. Let me look that up. Steve, any car dealership selling Japanese cars? Yes, Japanese cars are extremely popular here in Mexico. They have Japanese-made cars here that you'll never see in the United States. They have Japanese cars all over the place. And Ken Art sharing the joy and the love and financial signs of appreciation. Thank you so much, Ken Art. Ola Bill. Ola Bill, did you change your mind about seeing expats in Morelia after meeting the group? That's That's a very good question, Ken Art. Okay. I'm going to say this. Too much of anything is not good. So this group, they get together every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. On Thursdays. And I can see going to visit with this group maybe once every 2 months. I think about, they're having a full Day of the Dead bus ride. I might go on that with them. It'll be a good opportunity for me to shoot video on Day of the Dead. It leaves at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I might do that. But I've been in cities like I've been in other cities in Mexico where the expat groups, they all hang out together. They get together like every day. They go to the movies together, baseball games together. They go to the park together every day. I mean, serious. Okay. I'm not like that. It's almost like visiting relatives. I don't know about you, but I don't want to hang out with my relatives like every day, once a week. I don't need to see my relatives once a week. No, I really don't. Anything done too much is not good. So I would say I would like to see these people maybe once every 60 days, and that will be plenty for me. But Ken Art, thanks for dropping out of the plane in your parachute and donating $20 to the channel so that we can continue to create videos and share experiences about the joys of living in Mexico. Buck stops here. The city is so clean and green, the average American wouldn't believe it's real Mexico footage. Look at it. It's beautiful. It doesn't look hot, dangerous, or gang infected. It just looks like a wonderful place to walk around. You have to check out that video and get the address of that restaurant. And I'm not saying eat at the restaurant, but just get a taxi to the restaurant and just walk around that neighborhood. It's fabulous. All kinds of little shops and other restaurants. And you can sit there in the boulevard, just watch the people go by. It was wonderful, wonderful experience. Let's see what else be happening. We got Ms. Matthews, my hometown. ¿Cómo estás, mi amigos? Hola, Ms. Matthews. Go Bucks today. Virginia, good morning, Virginia. Oh, thank you. Thank you, girl. I do what I can with what I got. Thank you so much. SP, any chocolate festivals there? Is there a lot of chocolate offered there? Mexican chocolate bars and hot chocolate coffee drinks. Yes. Chocolate is very popular throughout Mexico, and they have chocolate events. And Steve, just get on Google and do a search for chocolate festivals in Mexico. You will find many. Or go to Google and do a search for Mexico coffee drinks, and you'll find a full list. You'll find so many coffee drinks, it'll knock your socks off. You might fall down, you wake up, and then your socks are off your feet. Your hat is falling off. Maybe your underwear fell off too. Now, Tooth Fairy, I don't want to see them. When I see those people, I feel repressed. Why would I want to see those people? Yeah, hey, and that's cool. Sometimes I feel like that Tooth Fairy, Tooth Fairy, but that's your job. Somebody loses their teeth, and there's a lot of them people losing their teeth. They put their teeth under the pillow, and you're supposed to show up and give them a nickel, a quarter, $1, $2 bill, $5. You just going to ignore those people? You got, oh, Tooth Fairy, I'm so disappointed. Doc, it's Doc listening live from Ahihic. I met with Meredith this week in the plaza, and she invited me to the Tuesday market. Purchased some items, making the best of exploration in the area. And for everybody, Ahihic is a very enchanting place, a great place to explore. And if you see Meredith again, Meredith, that's Meredith Ann Murray. Meredith Ann Murray, she's a reverend and she's a psychic. And she comes spiritually to visit me once every 8 weeks to clean up my chakras. And I've known her for about 3 or 4 years. Wonderful individual. Also, Meredith Ann Murray gives tours of it she has a van, and she'll give you a customized tour. I've done interviews with Meredith Ann Murray, and she'll give you a tour through the Hocotepec, Chapala, Ahihic areas for a full day. And then she's aware of these psychic zones, Ahihic, the Ahihic, Chapala, Hocotepec area is full of psychic energies, and she gives a tour about that also. Viva Mexico, Dia de Independencia. Aha. Woo. Are there any balloon festivals around there? And Steve, other than the Leon Balloon Festival, which I did a video of about a year ago, in fact, almost a year, there's the Leon International Balloon Festival. I highly suggest it. I highly, highly, highly suggest it. Get there early. Get there at 5:30 in the morning. But yes, Steve, just go to Google and do a search for hot air balloon festivals in Mexico. I'm sure that you will find many. I am so looking forward to visiting Morelia. Oh yeah. And Dominique, yeah. You're in Guadalajara. She's in Ahihic. She's so full of positive energy. She cleans my chakras. She's very spiritual. But if you just met her on the street, she wouldn't come up and say, I'm a mystic. She would never just come out and say that. But she is. She is fabulous. Oh, and Mary Jane. Mary Jane. Woo, Mary Jane, every time I see your name, I think of Rick James. But maybe that's Mary Ann. Is it Mary Jane or Mary Ann? I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my man. I can't sing the song because it's copyrighted, though I love to sing. But thank you, Mary Jane, for contributing to the channel. We got people with things to say. I love ice cream. I finally found a place here that makes it like I had in childhood. How's the ice cream in Morelia? I cannot live without ice cream. Ice cream. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Dominique. There's Mexicans love ice cream. There are ice cream shops all over Mexico, in the small little teeny tiny cities with only like 2 people in the city, up to the Mexico City, Guadalajara. And I mean, it's almost like 7-Eleven. They have ice cream places with fresh ice cream all over the place. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. You come down here now. I'm gonna take a step back. And I got to say, wait a minute. Let's talk. We're going to talk about ice cream just for a second. Let's turn off that comment. Come over here. And I got this photo here. There's my grandmother over there on the left, her name is Cornetta Palmer. She was married 5 times. Lived in Marysville, Ohio. And we used to go visit her in the summertime, stay for a week or 2 in Marysville, Ohio. And she would take us fishing in the morning. We would catch catfish and bluegill and bass. And then she would make fresh ice cream in her kitchen, and it was delicious. That's how she said delicious. She didn't say delicious. She would say delicious. I had to just throw that in. I couldn't help myself. Cornetta and Rick James married Jane. I thought so. What is the information like 3 gracias? I have no clue what that means. What is the information like 3? What is the information like? I have no clue what that means. I'm sorry. Bill, I think the Ducks have been resting their good players so they can. Hey, Matt, I'm scared. I'm the Buckeyes, and I'm talking about the Ohio State Buckeyes. They got a weak schedule. They play all these weak teams. The only people on their schedule is the Oregon this year. Nobody else really matters. I'm scared. I'm scared myself. Yes, Meredith Ann Murray. I'm scheduled for a tour next week. I've done 3 interviews with Meredith Ann Murray. She's fabulous. She's bubbly, and she will plan a tour just for you. We have 74 people in the house. We have many people have clicked that like button. But let's get some video clips in here on my trip from 2 days ago. And here we go. Okay. Oh, here we go. So I start my trip off at the Morelia bus station. And the Morelia bus station is pretty big. They have 3 different terminals. And what I do, I take the taxi to the bus station, and there's a bus leaving for Patzcuaro about every 20, 30 minutes. The bus trip cost 70 pesos. That's $3.50. But with my Mexico senior citizen discount card, I get half off. So that means like a trip one way, and it's an hour trip. It's an hour trip, and it only cost me like $1.50 one way. Round trip is like $3. And let me make a correction there. I'm going to scroll down here to the end. Usually, now I've been to this bus stop. What you're seeing here, this is one bus stop at the very beginning of Patzcuaro. And when I went to Zinzunzan, I went to this bus stop, and then I got other transportation to Zinzunzan. When I went to the island that I showed you videos, I went to this bus stop, and then I got a ride to the boats to go to the island. I thought that this was the only bus stop, but actually in Patzcuaro, they have an actual real bus stop, a bus station, like Morelia, like Guadalajara, not as big. But so I get off of my bus, and now I'm going to show you many clips. And as you watch these clips, I want you to look for garbage on the streets. And I'm going to say that here we go. I get off of the bus, and then I ask somebody, well, can I walk to El Centro from here? And they all say, yeah. And this is all in Spanish. They say, oh, well, go down that way like 3 blocks and then go right. Go right. That'll take you right to El Centro. So what you're about to see now all of these like next 8 video clips are all about me trying to find the plaza in El Centro. So I'm just asking you to look. This is like right around the corner from the bus station. And the town, most of the houses and businesses on the street have this very similar paint job. They have a white front. But if you look into the distance, you can see the town slightly goes down. It slightly goes up. No cobblestone streets. Look at how nice and clean everything is. And I'm just walking, trying to find, oh man, what happened? Walking and trying to find the main plaza. And some guy directs me to the main plaza, but he says, now this is not the main plaza. This is the Plaza Chico. Plaza Chico. This is the small plaza. And this is Thursday morning at about 10:30 in the morning. But look at how this is the small plaza. But there were lots of people out. And look at the streets. It's so European and so old. And there were several, meaning more than 3, beautiful churches to explore, and many shops. There you go. And notice all of these shop names. They start with a red letter, all in caps. But that guy, he said, that sign says, "I buy gold." Okay, like a pawn shop. And these are the bad videos. And I didn't really understand it, but they had a huge market, people shopping. That white van, they call those combis. They'll get you all around central Morelia area, out even to these smaller towns for like 10 pesos. And look, there's 1, 2 combis over there. People selling fruits and vegetables on the streets. Everything extremely affordable. Let me show you one more clip before we move ahead. They have blocks and blocks of markets, and this is Thursday morning, and it's not a holiday. I can't imagine what this place is going to be like for like Saturday, Sunday, Independence Day. It must be a real zoo. Let me show one more clip before I move on. Now, this is Thursday morning. Look at all the people. This is Thursday morning around 10:30, 11 o'clock. And look at all the fresh fruits and vegetables. Of course, they have chicken, fish, meat, cow head, cow tongue. They probably have chitlins in there. We all know what chitlins are. Wow. And I had a taxi driver, and I said, where do all these people come from? I mean, it's Thursday morning. It's 11 o'clock. And he said people come from all of the pueblos, from within 30 miles. They come to Patzcuaro, to do their shopping and whatever. But the town was, and those are the bad videos. I have more videos to come shortly. Oh, also, I asked the taxi driver, And in a minute, you're going to see some really beautiful shots of the city. I took my drone, but one of the most important things about the drone is I have to be able to connect the iPhone to the drone itself with a special cord for the Mavic Air. And the last time I used the drone was when I was on the island. I showed you I had the drone fly, go in front of the statue at the top of the island. And somehow when I was putting the drone away that day, I lost that cord. So I couldn't use the drone this day. But I asked the taxi driver, well, what about rent? How much does rent cost? And he said, oh, you can live in El Centro. That's the most expensive place for about 10,000 pesos a month. Last time I checked, that's about $550 a month. That's like 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom furnished apartment, nice apartment, $550 a month. And he said, but if you get outside of El Centro, like 7, 8 blocks, he said that you could get an apartment for about 2,000 or 3,000 pesos a month. That's like $150, $200 a month outside of El Centro. No cobblestones, pretty much flat for people like Brian Maiden. I know that would work for you. You're not going to fall down or break your ankle on cobblestones. Just fabulous place. Okay. But let me show one more clip before I move ahead. Lots of restaurants. I would strongly pharma. That means pharmacia. And look, we see young people, little kids, middle-aged people, seniors, citizens. Everybody's out shopping and eating, and we are getting closer to the main plaza. And we're going to take a little break from these clips and go see what's going on in comments. What do we have over here? Let's look at this. We have 71 people in the house, 32 likes. Some people are contributing to the channel so I can pay my rent. I appreciate that. Let's go into comments and see what is going on. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Doc, Meredith, Steve. Any big barbecue places around there? We cannot live without our barbecue in KC. Yes, barbecue is everywhere. It's throughout Mexico. You can't go anywhere in Mexico where there is not barbecue. What is the inflation like there, Gracias? I'd say inflation here is really nothing to even think about. I have 3 or 4, I don't worry about inflation down here. Like what I'm going to say, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to go to the grocery store today, and I'm going to get 4 chicken thighs. I eat chicken thighs every day. Chicken thighs with avocado, chicken or chicken thighs with barbecued. I use my air fryer. I make barbecued chicken thighs. Okay, so I have chicken thighs with avocado, chicken thighs with beans, chicken thighs with tomato, like a salad. Pretty much that's what I eat. All right, that's what I eat almost every day. So I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to get 4 huge chicken thighs. 1 chicken thigh is a meal for me. I'm going to pay about 50 pesos for 4 chicken thighs. That's $2.50 for 4 meals. That's 4 meals. So, okay, let's say that goes up to what? I'm paying $2.50 for that. Okay, let's say let's say they double that, and all of a sudden I'm paying $5. Okay, I don't care. That kind of inflation doesn't affect me. I've been here 20 years. There's never been enough inflation in 20 years for me to even think about inflation. That's all I have to say. Steve, is it fair to assume that the elevation is at 5,000 feet or more near Veracruz, all the way across the nation to Guadalajara? Okay. And of course, the old saying is, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. I would say just go to Google, and whatever city you want to know the elevation of, go to Google and say, what is the elevation of Guadalajara? What is the elevation of Ajijic? Each one will have its own elevation, and that's the wonder of Google. Here in Morelia, the elevation is at about 6,100 feet, and I think that's higher than Ajijic, which has an elevation of about 5,000 feet. And look who's here, the late girl. She always shows up late. La Dulce Vita, catching you late. Rather late than never, and always great to see you in the house, La Dulce Vita. Woo, Rusty Hill. Thanks for these comments about the metaphysical people and Joko vibe. I'm planning to move near Chapala because I need to be around spiritually connected people like me. And yeah, I'm a spirituality freak. I'm not even going to go there. I got to have my spirituality. Yes, I do. Right on. Dominique, I love central plazas in Mexico and Europe. Great places to watch people and take a little break. I go to the beautiful one in front of the Teatro here in Guadalajara nearly every day. And I tell you what, when I went to Patzcuaro, I had a list of 10 places to go, but I found myself once I got to the plaza and once I got to walking around, I didn't want to go inside to a museum. I was having too much fun just walking around on all these little streets that I saw. I'm going to show you some more Patzcuaro clips as soon as I catch up here on comments, but I strongly suggest a 3-day visit to this town, Patzcuaro, and I strongly suggest you get a hotel on the plaza. There were like 10 of them on the plaza, but whatever. And good conversation as usual. Thank you very much, Anne. One thing that will always call me back to Mexico is manzana zumo, apple juice. The flavor is very rich and darker in color than the same brands in the USA. Muy delicioso. Right on. I have in-laws from Morelia, and they have huge parties. Right on. Nothing like a huge party. Can you recommend your air fryer? Just go to Amazon, look up air fryers. I have an Oyster air fryer. Go to Amazon. Mine costs like $100. Go to Amazon, look at the reviews. Look at the reviews and see what happens. Now, I have lived in Chiapas now for 15 years, and the cost of everything just doubles, but it's still very cheap. I totally agree. I can eat sonoran ribeye every other day. Yeah. Even if inflation goes up 10 million%, the cost of living in Mexico is still going to be very good. Good afternoon, Lenora Wilson, and good morning, everybody. Today, to drive down to La Paz, 40-hour drive ahead of us. Drive safe, and if you're going to make a 40-hour drive, just make sure you have a lot of beer, a lot of tequila, and a big, like a kilo of fentanyl to snort all the way. Don't let the police know that you have it, though. Okay. If the police pull you over and you see the lights going, throw the fentanyl out the back window and you'll be all right. Woo! Hola, everyone. YouTube Queretero. Notice I figured out how to say that. Ha ha. Oh yeah, Dominique, I strongly suggest 3 nights. And I'll get back to some images in a second. Buenos dias, Chris G. I'm a good friend of Marco in Chicago, and Marco is the one that gave me a list. I did 3 interviews with Marco, put them up over the last couple of weeks. Thanks for doing a great interview with him. African-American male who purchased a timeshare in Cancun, becoming more interested in visiting more. I've been to Cancun. Yeah, you got to come to central Mexico, like where I am, and check this out. And Matt Brazelton, thank God, bless your soul, for contributing to the channel so that we can buy equipment and travel and get the drone wire. That wire that was missing for the drone. I ordered it on Amazon Thursday afternoon. They say they're going to deliver it tomorrow. Then I can start putting the drone back up in the air. But thank you for contributing to the channel. Hold on, something just happened on my phone. Let's check that out. I can ignore that. Let me move ahead with some more videos. Okay, now. Now here we go. Now we're going to walk down some real streets. Check this out. Do you see any paper? Do you see a speck of any trash in the street? Notice the flatness of the street. All kinds of shops, restaurants. Look at how calm and cool the people are. Look at the diversities in ages, and all over there are restaurants. Here we go. Restaurant San Miguel. Let's go inside and see what it looks like. Whenever you walk into a Mexico in this town, it's like once you get in there, how could you ever leave? And the prices were very affordable for coffee and bacon and eggs. It was like nothing. So again, as I walk around, my goal is to get to the main plaza. Pasteleria. That's like a fresh bread, all kinds of fresh fruits and vegetables and every kind of shop. But I'm right there. That's a combi, lots of combis those are the white vans, lots of combis to help you get around very inexpensively. And finally, I make it to the corner of where the plaza is. Notice there's another combi. Those are 10 pesos. I can't even do the math. And now we're getting to I'm at the plaza. There's another combi. Look at the streets. They're flat. No cobblestone. I wish my drone had that wire, but we're at the plaza. And similar to Morelia, there are restaurants. Look at the cool old guy over there. I'm going to turn that off, turn this back on. And you can see the cool old guy over there on the right-hand side. Sure, he has his pen and paper and his little bag and his coffee. Young people, middle-aged people, people my age and older. And this corridor goes all the way around the plaza with places to eat, places to shop, and above this sidewalk, I'm going to call it, all the way around the plaza, above this corridor, there are hotels with decks overlooking the plaza. So if you stayed in Patzcuaro, I'm thinking 3 nights, 4 nights, you could really chill out, great climate, clean air, lots of food and beverages. The people were extremely friendly. But let's go to the hospital. We're going to go to the hospital, and we're going to go visit the general hospital right now. And if you've ever seen a hospital that looks like this, tell me. Here we go. Let's go to the hospital. Hospital General, just like the TV show. And here we go. Have you ever been to a hospital where you can wait outside at the little plaza, and all those little doors you see, those are little hospital rooms? I've never, and this is right on the plaza. Okay. I mean, whatever, right? And so I'm walking around, and here's another one, the little joys of living in Mexico, because one of the big joys of living in Mexico is you never know what you're going to see. I'm going to say that right now it's about 11:30 in the morning, and then I walk up on this huge surprise. You got to see this. I get to see this marching band. It looks like an elementary school or elementary through middle school marching band, and they're getting all lined up and prepped up. It gets me. They got all those little girl drummers, and in a second, we're going to see. We're going to see the the band play. In a second, we're going to see the band play. But before we now I'm going to show you this next clip. Now I'm going to show you a video of the plaza itself. But you really have to watch very closely, because there are these pigeons flying around the park. You got to watch this 30 seconds. You got to watch closely here. Watch. I don't know why I took a picture of that tree. I don't know why I did, but look at the pigeons. I'm trying to follow the pigeons. There's the plaza. Look at the pigeons fly. Woo! How you like that shot? That was a good shot. Look at the pigeons just enjoying life in the plaza. Yes, this is the plaza. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to play that again. I don't know why I took that shot. I have no idea. But that's the plaza. And look at all those restaurants and shops. If you ignore the birds all around the plaza, it's hotels, restaurants, shops. It's clean. We haven't seen any dirt thus far. Welcome to Patzcuaro. I could definitely live here. And just in case I didn't tell you where we are in Mexico, just in case you didn't know, just in case you needed a signal, a sign to let you know where this is. This is Patzcuaro, Puerta de Cielo, which means the door to the sky. Woo! I'm blown away. Help me. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Patzcuaro just blew me away. Let's go check some comments, see what people are talking about here. Let's see what be happening. Keith Hanna is in the house. Ola Keith Hanna is in the house. Everyone in the house. Anybody heard from Granny? No, I haven't heard from Granny probably in about 6 months. And for those of you that don't know who Granny is, Granny used to join us 3.5 years ago, like every week. She was up there in the years. She moved to the United States, to the Chapala Ahihic area, scrambled to find a place to stay. Hopefully she is still on the planet. I don't know anything. Veronica Garcia, wow. Patzcuaro is beautiful. And I'm telling you, hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on a second. Hold on. When I put up the Patzcuaro video, probably Tuesday of this week, I had this list here of 7 things that I wanted to see in Patzcuaro. 7 things. There's a couple of museums there. There's a couple of restaurants there. But I tell you, once I started walking around, it was so fabulous just to walk around because every street you walked down was magical. The people were fabulous. Okay, 1972, NYC. The problem in America, if they think Mexico is dirty and it's a horrible place, a lot of entitled people in the U.S., unfortunately. Yeah, it's incredible. Donald Trump never talks about Patzcuaro. I mean, wow. Oh, and again, I hate to do it. I hate to go down. This really isn't memory lane. I'm not going to go too far down memory lane, but I got to share with you again the view that I'm looking at right now beyond this computer monitor. This is my Mexico. This is what I look at all day long behind my computer monitor. Beautiful, clean, fresh air, safe. This is where I live. This is the Mexico that I know. This is the Mexico that I love, right? And it's not even in El Centro. I'm not in El Centro. Okay, let's get back here and see. Let's see what be happening. Stephen Nathan, thank you thank you for contributing some Canadian dollars down here. Thank you, Stephen, so much. And Brian, Pretty Boy Maiden, Travel Fund, so we can see more of these wonderful videos. Thank you so much, Brian. And I think you fell down like a week or 2 ago. I hope you're all up and at 'em and ready again. And also I got to say that I think that this channel is being reborn. I truly think that the channel is being reborn because when I was in Mazatlan, I had to go so far to see anything. I mean, it was everything other than Tepic. What else is close to Mazatlan that you can visit? Everything was so far away. It cost me a lot of money. I'd have to go somewhere for like 3 or 4 days. But there's so much in central Mexico. I think the channel has been reborn, and I hope that I can share fabulous videos like this with you every freaking Saturday. Jamie in the house. Cerveza por Memo, and Memo is my name in Spanish. Memo means Guillermo. So William is for Bill, but William in Spanish is Guillermo, and Guillermo is Memo. Thank you very much, Jamie, and good luck with your move to San Miguel Allende. Mary Jane, awesome recommendations for hotel on the plaza. Chris G, to enjoy. Thank you very much, Chris G. Very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rudy Clemens, Ola, Bill, and Sheila. Hope you are doing fantastic. Sheila is Rudy's wife. And last time I saw them, we had lunch. And I think it was a week before I moved here, and they were looking at moving to Thailand. They're crazy. Sheila and Rudy, they're crazy. And they're wonderful, good people. God bless both of you. Cool shots. Thank you so much, Dominique. Thank you, girl. Thank you for sharing your travels with us. Thank you, Dominique. You are very welcome. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. And Char Williams, thank you also. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. I think Morelia will be a perfect base to explore these wonderful cities in central Mexico. And right now I'm getting chills, and it's like a natural chill. I don't know what it is. My whole body is vibrating with energy for some reason. But it's just like Morelia is, I love it. I mean, I love it to death. I might die here. I could die in Patzcuaro. I could die there, definitely. But Morelia, I mean, I think you hit it on the head. This is a great place to begin your exploration. Move to Morelia, find a place to stay, sign up for Mariana's Mexico Relocation Guide. Give her $500. It's a lifetime membership, and then you can hire her guides, her immigration attorneys. You can find a link to all of her information by going to billthegeek.org, and it's right on the top of the page. Mexico Relocation Guide. Mary Jane, I am certainly going to check out Patzcuaro when I visit Morelia. Yeah, and all you have to do, let me say this. Now, I haven't done this, but just go to Google and type in hotels in Patzcuaro. See what comes up, do a search on Google Maps, see where they're located. Make sure they're on the plaza or right off the plaza. But the thing is, visit Morelia, and from Morelia, visit Patzcuaro. And, okay, let me think about this. There are 2 bus stops in Patzcuaro. The first one is on the edge of town. I thought that was the only one. And you're going to go for an hour. The bus is going to stop, and almost everybody is going to get off at this first bus stop. But maybe 3 people will stay on the bus, or you may be the only person staying on the bus. And this is like my 3rd bus ride to this bus station. And on stops 1 and 2, I asked the driver, is this El Centro? And he said, yeah, this is El Centro. No, F and A, man. I know my Spanish is not that bad. You have to understand Centro, MF. MF, you're going to have to, and if you don't know what MF means, I got a special page on billthegeek.org that cuss words for Black people. It's under FAQs. FF, it's translated there. But they didn't say, no, the next stop is El Centro. So if you look around, you don't see any other buses. It doesn't look like a bus station. Stay on the bus. And the bus actually goes into town. It looks like you're in a town. And then the bus will stop, and it looks like a bus station. And from there, all the video clips you just saw, I walked from the bus station to El Centro. Okay, I got more. Now, the best video clips are coming up now. Oh, here we go. Okay, now, in this next video clip, the little kids, they are going to play music. And they start with the drums, then they start playing the music. What I'm about to show you has sound to it, so I can't talk over the sound. But they're going to start off with drums. It's a 20-sec. It's a what's going on? Hold on. First, I want to show you one hotel. This is right on the plaza. I'm going to say there were 5 or 6 hotels or more right on the plaza. And you can see those 3 rooms anyway have doors, so you can open the doors, look down on the plaza and the restaurants. Just beautiful, 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 beautiful. So here is the band with sound. And watch the little kids, especially the little girls on the drums. Here, this is with sound. Yes. Yeah. So they played the drums like that. And then they broke in to playing James Brown, The Big Payback. It was funky. They had a bass player came out, a drummer that came out. They were playing James Brown, The Big Payback. And they were really funky. The little girls and boys was dancing and screaming. All these people came out from the city. We had a big party just from listening to the band. We had a party. Yeah, they know James Brown in Mexico. Now, as I was saying, the more I walked, the more beautiful side streets I saw. And this is right off of the plaza. They have all these little streets right off of the plaza. And and a little restaurant off of this side street. Just look at this. Like if you're a writer, or you have a book to read, or maybe you have someone interesting to talk to. Here you go. Look at, and the whole, you could walk around this town. It's like 15 blocks or more that you can just walk around, and it's like you're in Alice in Wonderland or something like that. The place is undescribably beautiful. That's all I can say. Brian Maiden, what are you talking about? I would love to get assisted living in Mexico and live the rest of my life in Mexico. But I think that might be a dream, but nothing wrong in dreaming. And Brian, I don't know what kind of special needs that you may have medically, but a lot of Mexicans just hire someone to come to the house every day. They cook. These people will cook you meals, do your laundry, run your special errands. The main thing is, and then some of these people are like semi nurses, and you have to imagine that the minimum wage in Mexico is like 300 pesos a day, which is like $15 a day. And I know this woman, her grandmother was 95, and she had this guy that lived with her. And he really didn't do anything, but he was there in case of emergencies. He let the grandma, 95, let him live there for free. But then she paid this other lady to come in, and she would cook her breakfast and lunch and clean the house. So assisted living in Mexico, it may be quite possible and affordable, but you have to look at it in a different light. You like your prescriptions, if you need somebody to pick that up for you, but it could be extremely affordable to have someone live with you day to day. Get some woman to live with you. No sex, nothing like that. She's totally professional. She cooks you breakfast and dinner and cleans all your stuff. If you can't get out of bed, she helps you get out of bed. If you're dying, if you're in bed and you're dying, then she calls the doctor. But anyway, rethink that. Albert Ola from Sacramento, California. Have you been to the Butterfly Sanctuary? Yes, I have not been there yet. It is not the season for the butterflies as of yet, but I'm going to get on the calendar because that's got to be like a half an hour, 45 minutes away from Morelia. And sure, I will have a full video on that to share with everyone when that happens. Bill, I think Al is cheaper in Brian, I think assisted living is cheaper in Mexico than Canada. And I have seen signs. When I was in Chapala, Ajijic, there was a big billboard down on a road, and it said assisted living. Now, this is in Chapala, Ajijic, and they were charging like $1,300 a month. $1,300 a month, and that included a place to stay in an assisted living place, 3 meals a day, and they had nurses and doctors there on site, which is very reasonable. Brian, yes, I think it would be cheaper. La Doce Vita, Brian Maiden. I saw a video once that showed a place in Ajijic that looked so peaceful and the price was reasonable. Okay. Good morning from God's country, Bakersville, California. B. Gonzalez. Thank you so much. And Steve, how are you, Bill? You like your move so far? Mazatlan misses you. What is this big truck driving in front of the house? Big truck. Okay, lots of noise. Sounds like a water truck. I love Morelia. It's fantastic. I'm going to say this is the best move I've made in my 20 years in Mexico. All right, let me check my list. Okay, so I talked about Patzcuaro. I'd never heard of it. And if Marco hadn't have told me about it, I'd still not have heard about it. There are other little towns, or there are many towns around Morelia that I want to visit. I had never heard of Morelia. I'm going to say 18 months ago, I'd never heard of Morelia. I've been here 20 years. Patzcuaro, Zinzunzan, never heard of any of that. I'm growing, and I want to share what I'm learning with you all. Steve, glad you're doing well and you like it. Happy for you. Thank you so much. JC Travels did an expose on an assisted living facility, either in Ajijic or Chapala. And anything that you find in Ajijic or Chapala is going to be way more expensive. I'm sure they have those places in places like Patzcuaro, and I bet the prices are half. I bet. All right, so I'm getting ready to wrap things up here. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. This video, I showed maybe 20 videos of Patzcuaro. I'm going to include about 64 videos and cut those up. So it'll be maybe a 13-minute video. So I'm going to put the Patzcuaro video up and the island trip to the J Island. I'm going to put those up this week. I met a new immigration attorney. Her name is Rosie. She lives here in Morelia. I think I'm going to interview her Thursday. Not only does she do immigration, but she has translation services, healthcare services, and housing. She can help you find apartments. But I hope we've set an appointment for Thursday at 10:30. So we have a lot coming up, more places to visit, more information to share. Life. Hey, I'm loving Mexico. And again, if you're younger than me, if you're half my age, if you're 28, 25, and you can work online, come on down here to Mexico. Live good. One of the big joys of living in Mexico is peace of mind. I don't run into any hate down here. No people screaming, yelling. They don't have school shootings down here. They don't go into churches and kill people. I mean, people are really friendly and mellow or nice. And if you're working online, the cost of living is fabulous. Or even if you're living on a fixed income with retirement or Social Security, your dollar is take the value of your income right now and just multiply that times 4. That's the value of what it is in Mexico. It's wonderful. So I'm getting ready to get out of here. Check out the videos that come out this week. And again, check out, if you're coming down here, I'm putting up a video, I think tomorrow, about the right way to relocate. Yeah, let's see. What's Temple Moore talking about? Woo, Temple Moore. Thank you so much, Temple Moore. And I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. And I hope you can use this information to enhance your life with the joys of living in Mexico. So having said that, I want to say I'm Bill the Geek. Oh, and if you want to contribute to the channel and you're watching the replay and you want to help me travel and buy new computer equipment and spy sunglasses so I can video people and they don't know that I'm doing it. If you want to help me to buy fentanyl and take care of my habit while I'm down here and you watch the replay, in the description below, there's a donate button. What else is in the description below? There's other stuff down there too. But anyway, and if you want to subscribe to the Mexican Relocation Guide, the Mexico Relocation Guide. Get some help from Mariana. Go to billthegeek.org. There's a link right at the top of that page. So here we go. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Morelia, Mexico. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. People show up and share the joy of living in Mexico, and that's what we do at the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. So I just want to say, love you all. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for leaving a comment. Thanks for clicking the like button. Thanks for giving me a couple of dollarinis so that I can go out here and get some chicken thighs. Yes, I'm going to get some chicken thighs and some tortillas and some barbecue sauce. I might even get a Sarah Baser to have a big party before Independence Day. So I want to say, love you all. Adios and much more. Hasta luego and que te vaya bien. Viva Mexico. Have a great Independence Day. See you next Saturday.